All right, and good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, August 19th. The time is 8:06 a.m. And outside it's currently 21 degrees Celsius, or at least according to my phone it is. And I'm here at Yonge and Eglinton. Just a few minutes from where I live. DJ Tallboss in the house. I'll just wait for some people to jump into the stream here. Hello, Mike. And everyone else just joining in. I hope you're all having a good Thursday morning so far. Action VJ says, no way. Shrey, good morning. Tara, what the hell am I dreaming? Yeah, you're dreaming. You are dreaming. Hello, Kay. Instead of a regularly scheduled video this morning, I'm opting to go for a live stream. Hello, Ritika. I don't want to pronounce your name wrong. And me Colin. It's very early in the morning to be trying to pronounce names correctly. Paul, Bessie, good morning from Thailand. Damie, Hassan, Henson. We seem to have a slightly different crowd this morning. That's all good. There I am, freshly awake. Luca says for a smoothie pineapple at Timmy's. Missing it. Luca. There's Timmy's right over there. Mike says, up early or just getting home? I am up early. I decided I'm trying to load up on videos because I'm going away soon. So I decided to not post one this morning and save it and do this instead. Hopefully nobody minds. All About the Game says hello. What's up? Dr. Kindred in the Ukraine. And here's a street that recently opened up. The last few times I've been streaming along here, at least on foot, this has been closed. The rat who plays Danganronpa for some coffee and a bagel. Johnny, thanks for the vids. Thank you very much for your support all the way in Florida. Good morning, Peter Stock. I believe we have more Florida in the house. Sorry, words and grammar and things like that don't come out right at this hour. This is the reason why I don't work in the office anymore. I hate waking up this early. People should be in bed. What are you guys even doing awake? What are you even doing? But thank you for the supers, Luke, and the rat who plays Danganronpa. I'm just going to pronounce it like that now. I think my chat might be frozen. Oh, there we go. Good morning, Bevy YHZ. Troy, awake but in bed. That's how you do it. So this will be a morning look at Toronto. So for this one, I'll be walking 8 kilometers or so, unless something happens on the way. Like my shoes decide to stop working. So this is 2 jobs ago what my commute would have been. And I did actually walk this a number of times, because I'm one of those freaks who likes walking long distances. Jeanette, good morning, Johnny and friends, $15. Thank you, Jeanette. Good morning to you in Houston. Lisa D is about to head over to Yorkville. Good morning, Miriam. And I have an idea for a video this afternoon. When I'm done the stream, I might hop on the e-bike and go check out the Moccasin Trail, as I've never recorded the Rainbow Tunnel. I think it might be kind of neat to venture out that way. Good morning from Trinidad. But that video won't be appearing till late next week. Jenny K. Holy crap, he's up early. From another part of Ontario. I hope you're doing well. Jenny K and everyone else dropping in. Hello, Jim. So we are approaching the intersection of Yonge and Eglinton. And Alfred and Sunena, Aditya. Sorry, I'm definitely pronouncing names wrong at this point. I'd fit right in as a substitute teacher. Jeanette, is that two? Up early in the AM? Jeanette, thank you so much. Thank you, Jeanette. And here is the new LRT line under construction. And if you want a sneak peek as to what an LRT that runs underground might be like, I have a video from Ottawa coming up soon, where I take the Ottawa LRT. I was particularly interested in doing that because I think it'll be pretty much the same thing that we're doing. Good morning, Deborah Ball. Yeah, me too, Gregory, and I bet the local businesses and all the people around here can't wait for it to open either. There's been no left or right turns at this intersection for probably a couple of years now. And Chris Mills, good morning. Jenny K, fire up that Keurig. I haven't had my morning coffee either yet, but if I did, I think that'll trigger a light bulb change. So I'm gonna wait till after the stream. Evie didn't dink her second coffee. Alan K. Kwan, sorry if I pronounced your last name wrong, for a donut and a coffee. Thank you for the $5. If I go to Timmy's, I'll have some change left over for a few Timbits. Thank you, Alan K. As soon as I'm done the stream, I'm gonna probably duck into a cafe. There's paramedics and a fire engine. No police though. And the 97B. I think it's the 97A that goes all the way down to Greens Key. Michelle Briggs rubbing her eyes. Rubbing her eyes. I'll be probably not in Toronto this time next week. And I probably won't be able to go live while I'm in New York. So you guys will all get a week off of me, but I might appear on some other YouTubers' channels live. Possibly in some of their videos, so I guess there's that to look forward to. But if you want to follow me while I'm in New York, hop onto Instagram. I'll be posting pictures, and I might do some lives from there, just some short lives. Hello, Dylan Reynolds. Ralph says, are you live streaming with the Pocket 2? No. I don't believe the Pocket 2 can do 1080. I don't think you can set the bit rate. I just don't think. There's the Art Shop condos and West Elm. Yep, AK is in Vegas. You know who else is in Vegas? The Walking Man dude. I saw that he broke a slot machine on his video that he just posted. Where the bleep has that guy been? Is it allowed to shoot a video inside the subway? If you Google that, you'll find your answer. But yes, individuals, as long as you're not interfering with safe operations, you are allowed to record on the TTC. There was a knucklehead in Ken's video who was telling him to stop recording, and Ken basically told him to STFU and put him in his place. Dylan, I think I've done one around this time before. Oh, that sun is directly off to the east. That's a rare sight for me. Recording with the sun over there. Normally it's on the other side of the globe. This is a very important sign here, because yesterday at Avenue Road in Bloor, one of those cement mixers struck a cyclist and actually killed them. That is super tragic. There'll be one more ghost bike up in that area. All right, I'm gonna pull over for 1 second here. Yeah, it looks I think the guy was only 18. Very sad stuff. I'm just gonna, I hear something loose in my backpack. I'm just gonna put my phone down and secure it. Just give me 1 sec, guys. When I do that, I gotta put the stand back on the gimbal. All right, the gimbal's going on the ground just for a second. Might as well get a sip of water since I'm opening up my bag. I'm sure you have a lovely view of absolutely nothing right now. There's a really cool view of the subway right over here. But of course I'm just missing it. I can show you what it's like. There's a look north. And just beyond that other bridge there is where the subway goes inside. Dylan Reynolds was in Toronto on Tuesday. That was one day after I got back from Ottawa. Speaking of which, go watch my Ottawa videos. No one is watching them. They're getting about half the views that my videos normally get. Maybe I just slacked on the titles and thumbnails. I don't know. It's all good. Morning, Akane Honda from Tokyo, Japan. You used to work in Toronto. Awesome. I love Tokyo and cannot wait to get back there. There's a very unnecessary selfie moment. How about the pandemic situation in Canada? I would say it's firmly under control. I think we'll be opening up to international guests soon. Okay, and it's back to Young. GGNYC, good morning. So usually these patios are set up and full of customers when I come through here. And I'm also not sure when exactly I'll stream next, if I can do it this weekend. Probably not next week, so it might be a while. And this place is excellent, but oh my, is it expensive. I had their slider, which is 2, I think, pieces of chicken on a bun, and then a piece of chicken on the side of that, fries and a drink, and it was like 22 bucks. You think they'll have bike lanes on Eglinton once the LRT is done? They should, because there's really no parallel route to Eglinton that would be suitable for bike lanes, or simply offering a quieter alternative for cyclists. What's the most expensive restaurant in TO? That's a good question. No. Toronto's not super well known for its high-end dining. It certainly has it, but it can't compete with a New York City or a Tokyo in that sense. But where it does compete with those cities, and probably beats them, is just affordable food. We're so lucky to have so much authentic and unauthentic, because let's be real, there's nothing wrong with unauthentic food if it's good, from pretty much every corner of the globe. There's a reason people like Anthony Bourdain rave about Toronto, or I guess raved in his case. It is one of the most expensive cities for housing in the world now. That's not a good thing. Good morning, Colleen. What's the best value area of Ontario to purchase real estate? I am not even remotely qualified to answer that. The best value is buying a time machine. Good morning, Leonardo. Kohana in the house. Good morning, Michael K. Yeah, it's an early one for me, but this is in lieu of a regular video. So I wanted to get the stream up early, because whenever I miss a video at 8 a.m., I get flooded with messages from people saying, where's your video? My email box, I'll get at least 4 or 5. My Insta DMs, which I never check, will be full. All right, Devin. So I thought if I'm gonna skip a video today and stream instead, I better damn well do it at 8 p.m. or 8 a.m. Can you do some nightlife videos? I've been doing 1 or 2 of those every week for a while. Gerald Lee, where's your video? No video today, but I do have 4 videos in the bank ready for later this week and next week. I'll be making a 5th one today. And tomorrow being Friday, I'll try to make 1 or 2, and then I'll try to do 1 or 2 on Saturday. I'm looking to get about a full week ahead. Luca, from your dad, because I'm keeping his dickhead son calm concerning Canada. Thank you, Luca. You can let your dad know everything is just fine here. Life feels relatively normal. And we're here at Yonge and Davisville. There's Chaplin Crescent. There's Guardian. I called this place about, I have to do or get a negative COVID test. Well, a COVID test and hope it's negative. And I called them and they're $150 for the travel test. But they will get you the results typically in about 12 hours, no later than 24. Then when you check into your airline, you're supposed to upload that in advance. So I might be headed across the street pretty soon. I think they're much cheaper to get in the States. I'll also have to get one in New York before I come back to Toronto. Luca, dickhead is an acceptable word. Bevia, is travel testing there free though? Testing here is free too if you want it, but if you want, that is not free, and rightfully so. I don't think taxpayers should be paying because I want to take a vacation. Betty, can we get an apartment tour? You can check out my apartment on my other channel, Johnny Stumbles. That should be the first video that shows up when you go to that page now. I rearranged how that page looks, so if you head over to my other channel, you will see my apartment tour. And then can Canadians go to the States? Yes. We can go by air to the States. I think the land border is restricted, but we've always been able to go by air. We just need to have the negative COVID test. Really, I don't want to sound like I'm being inconsiderate, but in my mind, I'm over this. I'll just follow whatever rules they put in place. But if I'm allowed to do something, I'll do it. And there's a look at Davisville Station. Nivea, I probably won't be streaming in New York. I might not even make any videos while there. I'll talk about that later, maybe in another video. My last 2 trips, when I went to Montreal and Ottawa, I decided to film there, even though I was kind of half taking a vacation, and I kind of thought it might be nice to just go away and have an actual vacation where I can put everything aside and not think about that stuff. Because even a simple walking video can take an hour or so of planning, plus getting out to where it starts. And then getting back, and before you know it, a 2-3 hour chunk of your day is gone. Which is all well and good, but I kind of want to Your friend from Toronto actually drove to Pennsylvania. Yeah, if you're going for school, I think that's an acceptable reason. But I will be doing a video at least with another YouTuber. And probably a live stream. You could probably guess who, but it's not like I'm disappearing when I'm in New York. I'll be rocking my Instagram account. I might still make a video or two. I still have to talk to YouTube about that. Just because the tax laws are a little funny. Let me guess, Ken is going with me? No, Ken is not. I saw Ken live streaming with one of his friends last night. That was cool. I didn't get a chance to catch the stream, unfortunately. But I did get the notification for it after the fact. Kartik, I don't know, maybe. Ryan UNT, hi Johnny, good morning. Will you walk around Jane Station someday? Ryan, Jane Station. That is upcoming on the Finch LRT. You threw me for a loop when you said Jane Station, but yes, I'll be extensively traveling around both of the LRT lines that are under construction right now, once they're finally open. Devin says, start a new non-monetized channel called Johnny in New York. Not sure if they'll work. Well, I still might get into trouble for that. Kohana says, what currency is NT? I've gotten pretty good at recognizing some of the currencies, like Brazilian real, Japanese yen. Pounds, euros, Canadian, US, and Australian dollars, of course, are quite easy. Bevy, I'm pretty sure you don't need a test to come to Ontario from within Canada. And I don't even think it's necessary to get a test if it's not required. People here will not hold that against you. Oscar, you're from Poland, immigrating to Toronto next year. Well, welcome in advance. I want to get my ass over to Poland so I can go to Energylandia. I used to work in the financial district where I'm headed now, to that same company with some people that lived in Poland. I worked remotely with them. And I was hoping to go visit at some point, and that never happened. I'll blame the pandemic, but it probably wasn't the pandemic. Sorry, some of these questions I'm just not capable of answering. Oh, thank you, Sam. NT is Taiwan. Oh, thank you for the Taiwanese, I'm not sure what the currency name is. But that was one of the last countries I visited before the pandemic. I was there in December of 2019, I think. Indeed, Eddie. Darcy, thanks, that makes sense. And I'm holding up, although this t-shirt doesn't hold up my microphone very well. It kind of sags where I clip it on. Energyland is a cool place. Yeah, I just like how much money they're pumping into roller coasters into that place. It's kind of like the Cedar Point in the making of Europe. That's a nice way to mention that you have lost weight. I have gained weight. I'm up about 7 or 8 pounds ever since restaurants and bars opened. I think that's mostly alcohol. I'm also walking a little bit less since I got the e-scooter and now the e-bike. Sam says if I'm going to New York, look up Super Friends in the City. Will do. I'm also getting out tickets to a couple of comedy shows. Hello, Estelle. Cool. It says a little cushion is not bad. We're just waiting for the light here. Hello, Emma. Good morning to all 291 current viewers right now. If you haven't yet subscribed, don't forget to do just that, only if you want to. Yeah, Ali. Yonge Street, even during morning rush hour, this part is not that busy usually. Most people commuting south would be underneath in the subway. Although we'll start to see more people coming up. You're welcome, Estelle. There's 3 more Ottawa videos to go. I did a walkthrough and review of my hotel. My monstrous 2-bedroom suite. And I have a video through the Rideau Center coming up. Since someone corrected my pronunciation, I can no longer get away with saying Rideau, the Rideau Center. And one of the transit system. Friday, and then the other 2 up next week. There's one Delisle. This is going to be a very nice looking property. What's a decent salary in Toronto for someone in their late 20s? Impossible to answer. It depends on your living arrangements. And most importantly, it depends on your field. You could make 100K and be house poor, or you could make 40K and have a roommate and be happy, depending on where you live and what your finances are like. It's really an impossible question to answer. Do you use 5G or 4G? We're using dual 5G right now. Rogers 5G and Bell 5G. Combining to make, I don't know what you would call it, a super connection? And here we are at St. Clair. So if you're just tuning in, I am walking to my old office downtown. This is what my walking commute would have been. I typically started there between 9 and 9:30. So hopefully I'm not late to the job I no longer have. It's miso. You're very welcome. Since you like the subway rides, I do ride in the tunnels in the LRT in Ottawa, and even got a neat view right out of the front of the train for a couple of stops. Christian, I quit. I actually moved to another company that was up near York Mills. So that's another morning commute stream idea. I could walk from home up to there. If this is successful, maybe I'll make a Thursday morning stream a regular thing, and we'll just skip the videos on Thursday. Young, the job I'm heading to now, I quit because I'd been there about 4.5 years, and I kind of hit the ceiling in my role. I was near the top of the pay grade, and there really wasn't anything else for me at that point. So I got lured into another position somewhere else at a company that I absolutely hated and couldn't wait to leave. Isn't that kind of how life works, though? Sometimes you're overly comfortable in one place, and then not at all at the other. This is cool. Look what they have painted on the ground here to separate the bike lane. Now hopefully they put some curbs down or some kind of permanent divider similar to what they have here. That's definitely really neat. Ali BHD says roadwork everywhere. Yeah. That's also a product of our climate. They can't do a lot of this stuff in the dead of winter. So we all wait for summer. And with that brings construction. So all of our favorite places become noisy with construction machinery. Good morning, Errol. Did I watch Ken's video? No, I didn't, Eddie. I did see Ken on a bus where a guy told him to stop filming. That was just a few days ago. Oh, we have a disabled bus. Lisa, why did you walk? I'm kind of walking into a nice breeze now. I still think everything I'm wearing will be a sacrificial lamb and end up straight in the hamper when I get home. And I'll go take another shower, but it's really not that bad. I imagine it'll get worse. Well, speaking of nut jobs, this is where some guy chased me. But about a month and a half ago, during a night stream, I turned around holding my gimbal to get a view of the skyline here, or of the Yorkville skyline. And this guy thought I was recording him, and I kind of walked away, and then he started running at me full speed. It was a fun experience. Debbie says it's 32 in Halifax. Kartik, yeah, it's in one of my streams. I think it's called like Friday Night Bonus Stream or something like that. Francisco says, how's it going today? It is going well. I'm not sure what flag that is though. It's just a tiny little icon on a tiny little screen. Christian. Mace and pepper spray are illegal here. I see. I forgot my train of thought there. Yep, there's bike lanes on Yonge. They are temporary. Hopefully, City Council votes them into permanence. Luca, yes, we are still heading south on Yonge. There's really not much in the way of other options from where I live. I could take side streets, but there's no one continuous side street. Mount Pleasant would be an option, but that's not the most interesting. Just gonna keep the camera away. Mount Pleasant would take so much longer. Yeah, and I don't think it would be a particularly good walking stream. Cycling, fine, but walking, not so much. You walk through Hoskin. Why does Harvard become Hoskin? What's the story behind that? Just one of those random things where a street changes its name pretty much right as you get to U of T. Thanks, Luca. I usually head over to the other side to check the fountain out, but we're gonna stay on this side. There's the old rail station. Thanks, Sally BHG. I went back in time and built it myself. You're welcome, Devin. Yeah, Bevy, it's a great walk. I think me and Ken can do it blindfolded. We've both done it numerous times. I don't often think of this area as midtown, even though it's too far north to be downtown. Hello in Portugal. When I used to work at First Canadian Place in spring and fall, I'd say about once or twice a week, I would make this walk. How did I get the idea to walk around the city? That's a good question. One of these days I'll have to do a mega stream and start at Steeles and walk south all the way down to the lake. Christian, I try not to look at anyone directly in the eye, so I don't really notice until I rewatch the video. And if I see someone with small kids walking right at me, I often just point the camera across the street like that and wait till they've passed. Things I didn't used to do, but I do now. And usually the best place to be doing this kind of thing is on the left side of the street, because then you can hang on the right side and then you're right next to the road. So it's a lot easier to turn the camera away from people passing because you just have to point it to the right. Whereas now when I point the camera away from people, because I'm walking on the right, I have to kind of go walk on the left to do that. But yeah, most people, I don't make the effort to move the camera out of their way. But like anything in life, use your judgment. If you see kids, it's generally a good idea. I mean, there's no harm if they're in it, but if you can avoid it, why not? And then there's certain people that we're not supposed to judge, but you kind of prejudge and say, okay, I don't want to have to exchange words with this person. I'm just going to point the camera the other way and not look at them. Maybe that's a Stumbles video. Little tips and tricks for filming walking videos in the city. And we're at Roxborough. I'm thinking maybe I'll make it all the way to Ramsen Park and I'll pull in and grab myself a sip of water. Do you like the West End or this area better? Archives. Well, this would be kind of central, I guess. From a filming point of view, I think they're about even. Whether you're east, west, or central. As you go west out of downtown, there's a bit more of the popular areas. To the east, you have what? Greektown, Leslieville, the beaches. And to the west, you would have Queen West, Parkdale, Bloor Court, Bloordale, High Park, Bloor West Village, Corso Italia, all along St. Clair, Little Jamaica. In terms of being close to downtown, there's a bit more going on the west. But that said, if I could live anywhere, I might just live in Riverdale. It's kind of the ideal Toronto neighborhood in my opinion. Non-downtown ideal neighborhood. Hello, Terratopia. I haven't seen a Ryan Ride stream in a while. I'm sure he's been doing it. Welcome back, Luca. All right, we're going to take a quick midstream break here. Yeah, it's hard to go wrong with the annex. Area closed to pedestrians. You can't close anything to me. I really like the surface here. It's kind of soft and spongy. We're just going to sit down for a minute. So this is Ramsen Park. My hair is holding up, but I will be in need of another 2-in-1. Okay, I'm going to put the phone down for a second. Ooh, what am I doing? The other way. Let's throw it in wide, just so there's a little more for you to look at. Killer view of Toronto from Lawston. Mikel for a mohawk. A mohawk. I once rocked a faux hawk back in the late 90s. Or whenever the hell David Beckham made that a thing. Hawk. Thank you very much. And Terratopia, I didn't know your daughter had a birthday. Happy birthday to her. All right, I will keep an eye out for this beetle. What do I do if I see it? Collect all possible specimens if found. Ooh, that's going to be quite the undertaking. There's a look to the west. One of my first ever live streams I started in this park. Using my old Galaxy S8. And I had another phone tethering it using a TELUS SIM card. And I dropped coverage very soon after I started. Fun times. Just gonna let these pedestrians get a little bit of space. Mike Landry, hey Johnny, just on my break. Have a good stream. I'm sure you're counting down the days to NYC. Thank you, Mike. The hotel I had booked canceled my reservation. I have a few with free cancellation booked, but I'm just going to decide between them. I'll be in NYC for 4 days and New Jersey for 1. In Hoboken. Yeah, probably. Kind of, the places I have are near Bryant Park. I hear that's not the worst place to stay. A little bit better than being right next to Times Square. You're welcome, Michael. Terratopia. Hoboken's apparently okay. And I have a friend there. So that will be a hotel free night. You get some crazy skyline views from Hoboken. Estelle says, have I ever been to NY before? Just once. And I was a little shit at the time. I don't remember a whole lot. Andrew Sherwood, your lunchtime break is over. Enjoyed the walk. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you very much for the £5. Mikel's sad he had to miss New York City 2 times in a row. I think a lot of us are getting travel withdrawal right now. This was the first winter I didn't go somewhere exotic in like 10 years. More than that. Yeah, I'll definitely make it to Queens and Brooklyn and wherever another YouTuber drags me. But it's only 4 nights, so I'm fine. Just staying in one hotel in Midtown. Are you flying down? Yes. Is Toronto beautiful when it snows? I think so. Some of my highest viewed videos ever are snowstorm and just regular snowfall walks. Me and Gabe. Is Gabe the walking commuter? There's the NYC Walking Show, the Walking Commuter, Wall Street Skate Bro, of course, Action Kid, Walk, Ride, Fly. This is my version of the Walking Commuter, I guess. Oh, here's the Masonic Temple on the right. This might be the first time I walked right by it and didn't even mention it. I'll spin around and we'll get a view from the north side of Davenport here. What happened to Action Kid? He's been cranking out videos like no tomorrow. He just finished his whirlwind. I don't know, can you call it a whirlwind? Because he was there for so long. LH. Now he's in Vegas. He goes to LA for like a month. I go to Montreal for like not even a week, and to Ottawa for 2 nights. And then I'm gonna go to New York and probably not even make any content. It's quite a difference in our work ethics. Although I don't think anyone on YouTube compares to that guy in terms of how hard he works and how much stuff he puts up. This is over at Bay and Cumberland. That would be a few blocks to the west of here. All right, waving. Not sure if that wave made it through all these towers. First time you ate haggis was at the Masonic Temple. You know, my mom is Scottish, and I have family over there, and I have never had haggis. It's not really high on my to-do list of things to eat. There's the reference library. It's yuck, says Jane. Yeah, I think there's a reason why that's one of those foods that hasn't really caught on. At least not outside of its home country. I'm just keeping the camera away. Although I did have northern Thai food once. Thinking I had been to Thailand like a dozen times, I knew what was up. I thought I ate everything, and I went to this northern Thai restaurant, and I felt like I was on Fear Factor. It was literally a restaurant in the jungle, sitting on like plastic containers. You're looking into the kitchen going, hey, where's their plumbing? They're just washing everything in a bucket over and over again in the same water. Fortunately, I didn't get the runs or anything like that. So we are crossing into downtown. The bulk of the commute is now past us. There's someone at this construction site here yelling down. This will be the tallest building in all the land when it's done. The two tallest towers in Toronto are going up at the and south end of downtown, both on Yonge Street. Although Pinnacle is on the east side and the one here is on the west side. There's kind of what it'll look like for half a second. Yeah, I think the loudness is probably necessary when you're on a job site like that. Greetings, funny dog. We're passing through your neck of the woods. Dylan Reynolds came to Toronto and he did not pop into one of my videos. Morning, Michelle from sunny Barbados. Oh, the second cup here is gone. That's a shame. I've popped in there countless times. They lost their second cup and the Starbucks on the other side. Hopefully a cafe moves back into that spot. It's kind of a great location for one. There's Look Along Charles. The Okonomiyaki house is right around the corner from here. Yeah, that second cup was kind of, I don't want to say iconic, but it was definitely one of those places that kind of defined this part of the streetscape. That complex was completely taken over by U of T. They've expanded all the way to Charles and Yonge. Do you think Payless is dead in the US? Yeah, we have a few Payless, at least storefronts kicking around, although I think the store is vacant. Toys R Us is definitely not dead. There's the old Panasonic Theater. Before that, it was the New Yorker Theater. Wasn't it a coffee time for decades? I don't know. There's... Hello? Someone saying hi. I'm not sure who that was. There's the old Church of Scientology on the right. They've got a new headquarters on the east side. They used to have someone set up on a little table here, scamming people out of hundreds of dollars to do an e-meter reading. That lady just kind of suddenly pulled out in front of that van. That's why that guy honked. Good morning, Vincent. My last live stream was up in North York. Hello, Claudia. Good morning. There's definitely a calmness to Yonge Street in the morning. Oh, that's interesting. Near where House of Lords used to be, there's a place called House of Robert. I wonder if that's related, or if that's a throwback. Oh. Chris Mill says, aren't they all, Chris? Aren't they all? Ooh, smells like horse shit back there. But let me know in the comments, because there's a lot of silent lurkers as well, if you like this type of morning commute style live stream. I could see about making this more of a regular thing. It saves me from having to put a video up. It's only one day a week. Hello, walking girl. All right, the early votes are in. Lurking at Broadview and Danforth. That's one of those places where I go quite frequently. Luca has become a member. Luca. I thought, didn't you join Patreon before? I had thought you were a member, but it's hard to remember. But thank you for joining YouTube channel membership, Luca. Karen says more of these streams. Yeah, it's a bit nice doing it in the morning when it's not super hot. To do whatever. Ooh. Look at this guy with no shirt on. Yelling at this car. I'm just gonna... What is he doing? Jeanette, $5. Yes, you're in for AM live streams. All right, I guess I have no choice now. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you for the $5. Oh. Look at all those unloaded Timmy's gift cards. I wonder if that was like a... Someone did a snatch and grab. This is Young and Wellesley. All right, that guy is now yelling. Alrighty then. When you see that, you just hope whatever help they need, they get. All right, Devin, thanks for dropping by. Eddie says, as long as he's not chasing me. I think I could be hopping on one foot and that guy wouldn't catch me. $59 stories. So we're an hour because normally I'd be at work by now when I did this walk without recording when I was actually commuting. Oh, that's cute, that dog just hanging out the window of that car. Lisa could never live here. You know, I would live here solely for the reason of being so close to where I could record a lot of videos. That would be my justification for living right in the thick of things on Yonge. It's impossible not to be a little downtown centric. And this would just totally enable that. I think interesting might not exactly be the word, Lisa. But it would be the politically correct one, I guess. Student says downtown. Yeah, midtown's noisy, but not anything like this. I mean, at night we still have the idiots revving their motorcycles at 2 a.m. The things you can't unsee. In Ottawa, I saw a guy walk into the middle of Rideau Street, drop his pants, and take a leak, fully exposed. Like right in the middle on the center line, on Rideau Street. I wasn't rolling the camera at the time. But yeah, that's the type of stuff. That was Ottawa, but I'm sure we've all seen that kind of thing in Toronto every now and then. Here is Yonge and College. There's a look at France. Did you go to Dundas Square already? No. Soon. I'm gonna pull into College Park and take a quick break again and have a drink of water. But shortly after that, we'll be walking by Yonge and Dundas. It's kind of an awkward spot to film. I'm just going to point the camera up. Some nice artwork on that building. Let's go wide angle. Oop. Hey, it's the brick. Sometimes I just wander away from looking at the screen for a bit, and when I look back, it's like, what the hell are people talking about? All right, let's take a quick break in here. Susan says Toronto needs a family mart. A staple of large Asian cities. I just need a drink of water. Yeah, but since we're here, yeah, this is where the pigeon party was. I put up an Instagram picture not too long ago. I'm just trying to put my stand on the gimbal. Sorry about the lack of view for a minute, guys. Whoop. Hey, you stupid pigeon. Oh, I'm only at 8,629 steps today so far. But I probably won't hit 20,000 today, as I think after this I'm just going to record an e-bike ride, and that'll be that. I just put my water away and I decided I want some more water. Okay, the water has been consumed. Not looking so snazzy, Johnny. Kind of need a haircut again. Just the season for that. Whoop, I'm just getting my trusty stand off. All right, let's go back to the action. I should have enough battery to make it there. Eddie Chen says, watching the Japanese streams. Yeah, the convenience stores are something else over there.
What's the thing on the back? Purchase scrape?
You can actually get Asian supermarkets or convenience stores, whether it's Family Mart or 7-Eleven or a Lawson. Oh, I'm just resetting my camera orientation here. Dan loved the ride on the live stream. Thanks, Dan. I'm gonna order a new chest mount so I can hopefully get the phone to be a bit more secure where it is, because it keeps drifting when I do the bicycle live streams. So we're here at Gerrard. I was going to cross the street there, but these cars had other ideas. All right, Terratopia, have a good one. I put my water in my backpack a little funny. Sorry. It's kind of digging into my back where it is. Just have to adjust it. My soaking wet back. Sandra, thank you very much. Glad you enjoyed the channel. Gonna let this guy turn. Johnny's taking us to get Uncle Tetsu's. Oh, I will be holding course. Funny Dog is out of here. Adios, Funny Dog. Yeah, Eddie, something like that. Good morning, Marg, and goodbye, Funny Dog. We're gonna cross over. Oh, let's just go through here to the east side of Yonge. We've been on the west side the whole way down. Yeah, Eddie, there's zero chance I would not be wearing shorts. So yesterday I went out and filmed a video in the Wallace Emerson area, as well as Bloordale. Kohana. I think you are describing every single government office in every country, everywhere, since the beginning of time. But good luck dealing with customs. Good customer service experience. Estelle says, how's your phone battery holding up? I don't know. We'll check it at the end. I think we'll have enough. I'm just making my way to the old office. I should film Beer Fest. Yeah, I'm planning on going to Beer Fest actually. Sadly, they couldn't celebrate their 24th or 25th anniversary. I guess a lot of these festivals are going to have that problem. Do they call this one their 24th? Or do they call it the 26th? I guess you call it the 24th. It's understandable, Lisa. We got 6 seconds here. There's a guy for money. All right, here we are in Dundas Square. Do you like to stream from the Kitchener-Waterloo region? That's not something I've ever tried. I know Cambridge has kind of a gorgeous but small old downtown. Hello, Jess. Was that a motorbike on the sidewalk? Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Oh, there's a guy with a phone on a gimbal. Thank you, Brandon 305. A world of cuisines. Toronto Islands. Young and Dundas. But we're going to keep going south here. I really hate that this Hard Rock here became a Shoppers. And before that it was Friar's Tavern. It's kind of interesting. You can learn a lot from just walking around, stopping and reading random plaques. The Screaming Man, Singing Man. I've been seeing him a fair bit lately. Pretty much every time I come downtown. I've seen him on Front West quite often. All right, we're gonna get a view to the north. NYC is awesome. Yeah, I'm probably not going to film there actually. But I will be doing lives, I think, whenever I have data or Wi-Fi on my Instagram. So there is a link to my Instagram, although it's easy enough to find if you just search for it by my name. So head over there and follow one of the worst Instagram accounts in the game. And that way you can keep up to date on what I'm doing in New York. I'll try to post something every day and do a few lives. All right, I'm gonna cross over. We have a walk sign here. Let's take it. And we'll also get a nice look at the new Massey Tower from this side of the street. There's Shooter towards St. Mike's. I'll be curious to see what tenant moves into this spot. It's an old CIBC. The bottom of it was one of the nicer new towers to go up. And we're very close to the financial district. All right, Marnie, have a good day. Enjoy work. I would be 12 minutes late so far. When I used to work here, I could start whenever I wanted, but typically between 9 and 9:30. After 9:30 was pushing it. Chinese Strides, where did you go when you had a fire drill? That's a good question, Dylan. We would head down over to Brookfield Place. The building in Cadillac Fairview is owned by Brookfield. So I guess it makes sense that we would go meet up in the concourse of another Brookfield property. All right, good morning. I like to walk. I'm just waiting for the light to change here. Oh, this is kind of interesting. But Queen is closed off for a stretch just to the west of here. I'm just going to hang here for a second. Someone ate your food over there. All right, so the area to the right is the financial district, so we are almost there. So here is Richmond Street. And all the traffic on Richmond is closure on Queen. Then you have all these people trying to enjoy the Sunset Grill. And hey, look. We just hit 10,000 steps. Lisa says, am I actually going somewhere? This is a walk? Well, the concept was to walk to work. So I'm heading to the old office. And here is Temperance. And
Robbie!
That guy screamed right when I was in front of him. There's some construction work going on there. They're building phase 3 of the Bay Adelaide Center. Here we are at Yonge and Adelaide. That's nice, Dylan. I would have guessed that most people in the GTA have. There is Kraft. Hello, good morning, Brad Palmer. We're almost at our destination. One more block south to go at least. Sorry for the wall view. It's like Johnny Goes to Work, but the financial district is as busy. No, it's nowhere near as busy. Although at around 9:30, it would start to get like this. The majority of people heading into their workplaces would have been there by now. And around now there would be people like me who just went to their desk in the office, put everything down, turned on their computer, and then said, I'm gonna go get some coffee. That would have been my normal routine. Get there at 9:30. Don't actually do any work till sometime well after 10. Immediately jump on Skype for Business, which is what we used. Before then it was Lotus Notes. Find someone who wanted to go get coffee with you and off you went. Did you ever walk from home to work? Yeah, I used to do it once or twice a week, even though I had a transit pass. And that was only in spring and fall. I rarely did it in the summer unless it was a cooler day. And I don't know if I did it in the winter. I don't remember. There's Commerce Court West. Thank you, Sarang. What time is it now? It is focus 9:51 according to the Fitbit. We'll take a look up at the Scotia Plaza here. This is my favorite skyscraper in the city. I can't really see it from this view, but it is neat. So just to the south of here, in 2 blocks, is Front Street and Union Station. Those are the towers, Lisa? Well, some of them are imposters. They're not the genuine Mies van der Rohe. It's 7 a.m. in Ethiopia. How could it only be 3 hours difference? Look to the north at Old City Hall. Hello, Wayne Christine. See if I can focus on the tower and get some contrast in that spot. Come on, iPhone. It's not doing it. My old phone, I would have been able to tap it and get the CN Tower to stand out a little better. But it is not focusing. What if I zoom it? Come on. Stupid iPhone. The 90s needs a cool channel name. I don't think the channel name really matters. It's the content that'll do it. You'll see some really big channels with plain or outright dumb names. It's not that important. Sorry, the iPhone blew that shot. There's the TD Center courtyard across the street. Yeah, Michelle, that seems a lot more likely. But we seem to have conflicting reports as to what the time is in Ethiopia right now. Am I a Blue Jay fan? I've been my whole life. Pretty much. Although the last few years it's been difficult. Actually, the whole post-Anthopoulos era has been kind of difficult. And ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at the office. There's a table up there that might have my name on it. I used to work somewhere way up there, over the 50th floor. Jacqueline says, step inside, First Canadian Place, come and play with us. Unless it's someone's company softball team, I will not be doing that. Back when there was a lot of restrictions in place, this patio was pretty much the place to eat. I kept in touch with some coworkers and they were always here having lunch whenever I would say hi because they couldn't eat inside. All right, Sarang, noted. There's a look up at TD Center. I don't want to bring the camera too close to these people just enjoying a meal. sit down for a minute. I am going to have a drink of water since we have arrived. At work. How do I like my eggs cooked? Can I say scrambled? I think scrambled is going to be the answer. Oh, and this stream is not going to crack the 2-hour mark. Ooh. Oh, this is a good view. Yoink. This is a neat little view, says Lisa, as I turn the view away. Just chilling. So it's 9:58. The plan for today is to go home and shower and rest. And then I think I'm gonna go on a journey this afternoon on the e-bike to find the Moccasin Trail. There's a rainbow tunnel that's quite popular, at least in photos, but I think not a lot of people have really seen it in person other than peeking over from the Don Valley Parkway, because you can see it from there. So I will be hopefully recording a bike ride from my home over to that wonderful place. Live stream the e-bike, Dylan. Maybe tomorrow or Saturday. Yeah, Bevy, I think the real estate's just way too valuable to have an observation deck, or at least a free one. Is wearing a mask mandatory in Toronto? Indoors it is. Outdoors, it's up to the individual. But on that note, guys, we are not going to make the 2-hour mark. But thank you very much. Thank you to our mods for modding. Thank you to everyone who sent super chats. I do apologize for not having a regular video this morning, but this one is in lieu of doing that. I'm just trying to stock up so when I do go away, I've got enough videos in the tank that I don't really have to think about it. But I hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday, August 19th. Is it the 19th or is it the 20th? Who knows? Who knows? Who cares? All right, guys, I'm going to end this. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.